Moves attacking Fulker left out top. KJ all over, picks his pocket, takes it away from, drives up court, on his way to the hoop, goes up, off the window, layup is up and good by KJ Simpson. KJ with another steal on top, takes it away, on his way to the hoop, with the slam with the right hand, the tomahawk. Well, the Buffaloes pick up their 8th victory of the campaign, a 22-point win over Northern Colorado. Back on the Buffalo Stampede, voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson. This guy had a great game. JaVonne HADLEY joining us. Nice win. You guys come off the big win over Miami, of course.
Yes, sir.
Tad has talked about not having a letdown, not getting drunk on your own wine. You guys came out and took care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's something that we reiterated all week in the locker room. Coming off a win, especially against Miami, we have to take that step forward, not that step back.
6 Buffaloes had double-digit scoring in this one, including JaVonne. You and Eddie Lampkin, the 2 bigs, end up with the leading assist man of the team. Each had 6. That's pretty impressive for you fellas, sharing the basketball that way.
Oh yeah, I mean we're out there talking to each other on the floor, having fun with it. So especially when we find our teammates, that's something that we pride ourselves on. So it was fun out there.
Hey, speaking of talking, I was joking with Tad Boyle on a radio postgame. I said I'm going to mic up Eddie Lampkin. He's talking nonstop on the court. What's he talking about out there all the time?
Hey,
talking to you, talking to the opponent?
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes a little bit of both.
What's he like when you play around him? Because he seems like such an infectious personality.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of a kind. I mean, not too many big men in the country. You have the same personality and same energy that he brings every day, even in practice. So he's one of a kind.
JaVonne, Tad Boyle, when talking about this team many times, has said that the guy that holds it all together is JaVonne HADLEY. What does that mean when you hear your head coach say that kind of thing about you?
It's just special. Just the appreciation. Not from only the coaches but the teammates as well. It feels like home, and I'm appreciated, and that makes me want to keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm grateful for that.
In year number 2, is there a more comfortable feeling for you, being that you've been here a year already now?
Yeah, for sure, especially on the defensive end, just being able to talk to my teammates and not boss them around, but sort of be that leader out there, especially on defense, and because I'm comfortable with them and they're comfortable with me, so it helps.
Yeah, impressive win for the Colorado Buffaloes. You get a 22-point win over the Bears in Northern Colorado, and afterward we heard from head coach Tad Boyle. Powered by Ford, cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America, built Ford proud.
Midway through the first half, our guys were a little frustrated because they think it's going to be easy, every time you step out, and you got to grind it out a little bit because teams come in here with a game plan. They play hard just like we play hard, and at the end of the first half, we strung together some stops and broke that thing open. But our guys were frustrated, first and second media timeout. I just said we just got to stick with it and string stops together, and then. Offensively, we're playing really well together, getting another 23 assists tonight, and 6 guys in double figures. So a lot of good things offensively. Defensively, we keep getting better, did a good job. And again, Thomas had 27, but he had it on 22 shots. So I thought JaVonne HADLEY did a really good job defensively on him, and I was really pleased. Other than the way we finished the game. Last 3.5 minutes, we got beat 12-6, which I don't like. I told our players, in today's game, with all the analytics and Ken Palm and all that stuff, there is no garbage time. I don't want them to feel like, I'm coming in, we're up, whatever, we're up, and we got to continue to play the whole 40 minutes.
There's head coach Tad Boyle after the Buffaloes get the 22-point win over the Bears. We continue with JaVonne HADLEY. What did you work on from your first year here last year to this year to improve upon? I mean, you seem like your overall game is more complete right now. What did you work on during the offseason?
Just mainly my jumper. I haven't shown it that much lately, but when the right time comes, I'm going to be able to, knock some big shots down when it comes. Especially bigger games like USC or UCLA. Those bigger games. They might leave me open, they might not, but if they leave me open, I've been working on just making them pay the price.
Before we heard from Tad, we were talking about the assist numbers. You and Eddie each had 6 in this ball game. I've talked with KJ about this as well. It's got to be a fun team to play on, right? Yeah. I mean, there are so many weapons on this team. You guys statistically are one of the top offensive teams in the country. You come out there, if I don't have it right now, just kick it to somebody because I know they're going to score, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that makes the teams great. Just being able to have multiple weapons on the floor, and just being able to trust each other. If there's no trust out there, then you might not pass it to him, or you might not make that extra play, extra one more. So it's really just trust.
Is this speaking of trust? Is this a close-knit basketball team?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, even closer than last year. Maybe it's the winning thing. I don't know, but we're a lot more comfortable, out there on the floor and in the locker room. So that's always good.
Who's the most vocal guy from a leadership standpoint in this team?
I'll probably say myself.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'll say myself because that's something that I pride myself on.
Okay.
Even in junior college, I was always the the talker and the leader, and you know, I really wasn't to start junior college, but you know, my coach made me do that because you know that's what great teammates do.
When you're a guy, though, that is vocal from a leadership standpoint, that puts pressure on yourself because you need to live up to those expectations, don't you?
Yeah, every game, every practice. I mean, you know, they always look to me. Coach always tells me, like, Javon, get them going. You know, look at the teammates always looking at me. So, you know, it puts a little bit of pressure on, but, you know, I'm grateful for that pressure.
Now the Buffaloes have one more non-conference game. Next Thursday, they're going to take on the Trailblazers of Utah Tech. Javon Hadley had a heck of a ball game as the Buffs knock off the Bears by 22. Coming up next, speaking of Eddie Lampkin, we're going to talk with the big fella after break here in the Buffalo Stampede.